Alzheimer's.
Oh boy, how did we get here?
Yeah, we're recording now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4, 5, whatever, of We Don't Know What We're Doing, where today we are discussing one of the basic fundamental rules of the internet.
And we're all full from
Should I explain the context for this?
Go ahead.
So, the other night I was looking through Twitter at art of my starter of choice for Sword and Shield, Rillaboom, and I was astonished at the amount of porn.
That is right.
One, porn is against Twitter's violation. Porn is a violation of Twitter's rules. That's what I meant. Gosh, darn it, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
And, well, yikes.
Yeah.
That's the topic for today.
We are
God.
discussing...
And so far as Rule 34 is concerned, just a personal thing, I really hate it, especially whenever it goes against a character's confirmed sexuality.
Yep. Because Rule 34, if it exists, there is porn of it.
And sometimes it can be absolutely disgusting.
There is some freaky shit that I cannot unsee.
Oh God, I'm getting flashbacks. Oh no, not that.
No, they're all around me.
No Mega Garchomp and Cynthia, just no.
That's not something I saw, but you just put horrible images in my head. Thank you.
It's even weirder than you think it is, because I'm
By the way, audience, this is a PG-13 episode, if you couldn't tell.
I'd classify this as R.
Yes.
If you are taking a sexual education class, gear up, kids, because you're about to learn more in this episode of the podcast than you ever will from your teachers.
Especially if you live in Pennsylvania.
Or the South.
Really?
Dear God.
Really, if you live in the U.S.
Exactly.
Especially conservative states.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my horrifying flashback. I'm pretty sure the Garchomp in the picture had 2 dicks.
What?
I don't remember the picture I saw perfectly, but I'm pretty sure Garchomp had 2 dicks for some reason.
Is that?
And it was a Mega Garchomp.
Isn't Cynthia's Garchomp female?
Yes.
I think so.
It's a good thing I have a drink on standby.
Yeah, we're gonna need a drink after this episode.
I don't have any rum.
Yeah.
You know what? After this stream, I think we might need to play Smash just so we can beat the shit out of Cryo for putting that image in our heads.
Yeah, her Garchomp is female. It's like, okay.
I really hate it whenever they go against a character's canon sexuality. Like, yes, this character is a lesbian. If you're going to make porn of her, keep her a lesbian.
Or at the very least...
For example.
Or at the very least, use a strap-on.
Yes.
Like, ugh. Rule 34, as a whole, it's weird for me.
It's even worse whenever they start, how do I put it? Defiling common decency?
Yeah, because there's some...
Yeah.
Like the aforementioned Garchomp.
Yeah, there are. The basic rules of society do not exist with Rule 34. Absolutely anything goes.
Never underestimate human horniness.
If,
Never.
if there is a fetish for it, there is Rule 34 that depicts it.
Okay, I hate to bring up My Little Pony, but there's an interesting story regarding that fandom. You see, a hospitalized child ended up getting their OC put in the show, and the creators and whatnot explicitly asked for there not to be porn of the character.
And there was.
Yeah,
Ugh.
less than a day after the character was released in the episode.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure the person was disabled too, so. Yikes.
You mentioned that, and I immediately remember this one picture I saw on Twitter, and I think I showed it to you guys. It was the person in the Ahego hoodie. And
I'm not remembering it.
I don't remember which channel on the server I put it in, but it was this absolute fucking degenerate standing in line at, I think it was a Starbucks, wearing an MLP Ahego hoodie.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think that should be illegal.
I'm fairly certain it is in some states.
And people wonder why I voted for the Meteor.
Humanity is bizarre, because we can do great things when we're not trying to fuck absolutely everything.
And he doesn't mean literally either. Look at who the U.S. voted for president.
We're like geckos we're like those geckos in that Russian space satellite that they're just getting it on constantly with everything.
That's just gonna be what we do when we. I think Doctor Who's pretty accurate in its prediction of what we're gonna do when we get out in space. We're just gonna get out there and fuck everything.
In more than one way.
And that's how we're gonna take over the universe. We're just gonna
spread our genetic material everywhere.
Honestly, one of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who, getting off topic here for a second, was the one where they demolished space capitalism.
Yes.
It was the best episode. It was one of the best episodes Capaldi did. Too bad he went blind in that episode.
Critiques of capitalism are always nice.
Yeah. Especially, one of my favorites critiques of capitalism was In a Hat in Time, and I'm going to bring up that game absolutely every chance I get. Because it is perfect and sweet, and nothing bad could ever happen into the characters in that game. No, really, don't mention anything. But one of the things you can find in one of the secret time rifts is a book. You examine it, says it is a thick, heavy book called Proof of Ethical Consumption Under Capitalism. The pages are all blank.
I should also mention that ukulele absolutely riffs into microtransactions and paywall.
Yep.
But, I mean, literally, if you play ukulele in the impossible layer, you will have to get past paywalls.
Ugh.
Not literal ones you have to pay for, but still.
Ugh.
Again, you don't have to pay for anything in the game, it's just they poke holes at it.
Yeah.
And the main villain of the franchise is basically an evil board of executives.
But back on topic, sadly.
Oh,
sadly.
Oh no.
There is Rule 34 is just degenerate central. Like, there's an entire website to this shit. And kids, well, teenagers listening, avoid it. Do absolutely everything you can to avoid it. Unless you are really, really sure and you've got some killer fucking virus protection. Just stay away from it. Stay away.
For the life of you.
Just, there's no reason to go to that website, ever. Really. Just don't.
And the art isn't even good.
Most of it's stolen, from what I can find.
Yeah.
It's like Pinterest. It's just a collection of all this stuff that's automatically grouped together. I don't even think it was made by humans. Because anyone that can get their rocks off to Sonic the fucking Hedgehog is not a human.
Or they're just a really
I'm pretty sure that's zoophile at that point.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Sonic the Hedgehog fandom. There is some...
I know there's one thing called, like, Christian Sonic fan art, and it's just weird.
If you want to see an absolute den of absolute debauchery and degeneracy and all other sorts of bad things, look at the dark side of the Sonic fanbase.
Yes.
I thought it was all the dark side. Anyway.
There's some genuinely good people on there, but it is... Most fan bases have a really dark side. It is... Yikes. There's some gross shit in a lot of fan bases. Like, what is the most disgusting fetish you can think of? Your favorite character is probably enacting in it right now somewhere on the internet.
Against his or her will.
I dare
if they're non-binary.
Oh god, I just had a horrible image pop in my head. Should I share it?
Go ahead. It'll just make us beat the shit out of you harder in Smash later.
Yes.
Okay. Prime RC and Predaking. Except Predaking's in his beast mode.
Oh.
At least it's not Ripclaw.
You see, that's not even the worst thing I've ever had flash into my head of tiny lady with gigantic dude. The worst thing I ever saw was Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf.
Oh no.
With Imp Midna.
No. And oh my god, no.
Oh god.
It was the worst thing I'd ever seen.
That's some Wailord and Skitty stuff right there.
It was genuinely nightmarish. Like, there's a whole TV tropes for three of the different feelings that I cycled through. Head-tiltingly kinky was one of them, where it's just, you're so baffled by it, you can't help but just tilt your head in confusion, like, that is a thing. That is indeed a thing. Like, why? Why is
the
that?
only time Wailord and Skitty could work is if Skitty is Gigantamax.
What if that's how it works?
Or Dynamax.
That probably is how it works.
Like, whenever you want to breed a Skitty and a Wailord, you just send them off to Galar. But, yeah.
At least it's better than Diglett.
Oh, then there's the Pokemon fan base, and it's just as bad, if not worse.
Oh, boy.
Oh god, all the art of the trainers. Oh no.
Oh god, the trainers. The trainers. The mothers. The professors.
And what makes it worse is the trainers are kids. Teens at the latest.
The gym leaders, my god.
Oh god, the gym leaders.
Poor Nessa.
Nessa got the short stick bad. And I said stick. Short stick.
Kind of off topic, but I found a Wailord figure which is over a foot long, and I kind of want it. 1/40th scale Wailord.
1/40th.
Beautiful.
Rule 34 is so utterly, bafflingly bizarre in every sense of the word. Like, it's one of those things that's just, you can't help but think of only in you can't help but be utterly confused just by its existence. Like, how much different do you think the internet would be if Rule 34 didn't exist? Like, if
So much nicer.
The internet would be so much nicer.
And characters would get at least a grain of respect. Also, I found the Wailord figure on eBay, but I hate the price.
How much?
Well, it's a lottery, but its price goes for $978.
Fuck that.
And it's a lottery.
It's
for one thing.
It's a foot-long plushie. I could make that.
Not necessarily a plushie, but...
Oh, that. That is...
Oh.
Oy.
I think it's neat, but not worth that much.
Oh god, there's even, like, sexual figures below the Wailord.
Oh, great.
But some of the weird...
Oh, there are.
But the absolute weirdest Rule 34 stuff you could ever do in something that absolutely should never be done. And I say this with absolute certainty, and I'm getting this out there right now for anyone listening. If you do this, I hate you. Rule 34, but with actual celebrity people. Not the characters they play, the actual people.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
What especially bad with band fans, like Big Time Rush, the Jonas Brothers, anyone who listens to K or J-pop.
Wait, there's Rule 34 of all that?
Oh, you sweet, sweet summer child.
People always make fun of me for being so innocent. It's like, yeah, I can kind of see it. Anyway.
Listen, there are some, like, if you want to see the worst kinds of fandoms, the kinds of fandoms that brag about the horrible shit that they do, stay far away from pretty much any pop band fandom, like Big Time Rush, the Jonas Brothers, all sorts of stuff, and
I barely look into the members of any band I listen to, so that shouldn't be too much trouble.
The most I've ever looked into band members that I listened to was for Lordi, and it's only because most of their names are technically classified. Most of their real names are technically classified, except for one ex-drummer who died in a car wreck, and the rest of the band came forward to say, yeah, he was a member of the band, he was our drummer, and he will be sorely missed. And I think just a couple years ago, the main singer came out, and he's a fucking teacher. And a graphic designer. And the dude is the most metal fucking person you will ever see in your life. Because he is Crimey, that guy looks cool. But Rule 34 for band members, for real people. Do not do that.
Not okay.
It is
And
very
there's so many cursed images that came out of it.
There are many, many things that are not okay. There are so many things that are not okay. If you see it on the internet, and if you see your favorite characters in sexual positions on the internet, there's a 75% chance that it is not okay.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the copyright violations.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, much as I hate the FCC and copyright,
It's why, honestly, if you try to take down Rule 34, you'd essentially be trying to take down fan art as a whole, because technically it falls under the same umbrella, and since they do technically show that they're not the copyright owners with a lot of the stuff, it's technically legal under that flag. They just can't break some other stuff. Like, it's hard to say. Like, you know what I mean. That thing that the My Little Pony fandom had an issue with for a long time. Still does have an issue with.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
One of the few things I agree with Lily Orchard on.
Just beat their teeth in with a snow globe. But, yeah, Rule 34 is just no. All the no in the world for it. Don't look it up. Don't do anything with it. Just acknowledge the fact that it exists and don't look into it. Hell, I'm pretty sure that's Rule 35. Do not look into Rule 34.
I'm pretty sure there's a subsection of Rule 34 that there's a pony version of everything.
Oh, well, that's its own rule.
There's a whole website dedicated to the rules of the internet. Oh my god, there are, for Rule 34, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 subsections for it.
Jesus.
Rule 34.2, there are ponies of it, no exceptions.
I'm just going to share a bit of palette cleanser fan art because I love this crossover idea.
If it exists, there's an app for it, there's a YouTube of it, there's a Lego for it. If it isn't in Minecraft, there's a crafting video for it. There's a parody of it on YouTube. If it exists, there's a Pokemon based off of it. There is dubstep of it. Rule 34.34, everything IRL is on the internet. Rule 34.99, there's a Mario Paint Composer version of it. Rule 35, if no point is found of it, it will be made.
Oh god, I just thought of Guardians of Gahul. Rule 34.
Oh, good god.
Oh
Do not do those characters so dirty.
No.
Please,
No.
please no.
And the worst part is that it's so distasteful.
I'm desensitized to a lot of things, but sometimes there's one or two things that I'll eventually see and go, wow, I really haven't seen everything yet. And then I'll leave to go throw up. Like,
oh, let's get a good stretch.
there's a line. It is not easy to cross. But if you do manage to cross it, congratulations, I hate you.
I'm just uploading a palette cleanser.
That is an awesome picture.
Can we get one of Optimus Prime stepping on Hitler, please?
Just kick
Remember, punch Nazis.
or kick them like footballs if you're bigger than them.
Or stab them 37 times in the chest.
No, 38, just to be safe.
Cut their hands off and eat them.
You got the
That's the joke.
You got the rumblies that only hands can satisfy.
It's a lovely elderly couple from 2B.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, apparently... I found this out a while ago, but the elderly are apparently much, much more horny millennials.
What?
What?
Repeat that.
What'd you say?
The elderly are apparently much more horny.
You were cutting out there.
Probably for the best.
I think I can piece together what he was saying, and you put the absolute worst things possible in my brain. I'm going to destroy you both in Smash tonight. If you guys are up for Smash tonight.
Yeah, either that or raiding, one of them.
Yeah, we can probably do both. A few raids followed by some smashing, or vice versa.
It's been a while since we smashed. We should probably do that first.
Yeah.
Probably saying the word smash in a conversation about Rule 34 isn't the best word choice, but okay.
Oh, I know.
Oh, God. Fucking...
Yeah, this is a very smashing episode.
God damn it, why do I keep No, God, shit.
I'm sorry.
Why has my favorite word why has my third favorite word betrayed me?
Quick question. Is it possible for you to get smashed in Smash with Galarian wheezing?
I don't know.
For some reason, the Sword and Shield event Pokemon thing didn't show up for me, and I don't know why. Like, the upcoming Resident Evil event showed up, but not the Pokemon one.
What evil event?
Resident Evil.
There was a Resident Evil event?
Not yet. I just got a thing on Smash today as an announcement for it. Some Resident Evil spirits.
So I'll be participating in that later in the week?
Yeah, it's just... Okay, it's more like one of those things like, hey, these spirits are coming to the spirit board soon.
Wonder why Resident Evil?
I don't know. By the way, have you guys seen the official art for Gigantamax Snorlax?
Yes.
Where it's just kind of leaning up and shooting a laser from its finger like, I cast fuck you.
Which we need to do to Rule 34.
Be gone, Boomer.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, good God, and there's art of it. Why?
Did you know that the Southern United
States...
Do you know that the Southern United States is the biggest consumer of gay porn in the country?
Yet there's so many homophobes.
Because they're all repressed.
Yes.
Like, they need some pride in their lives. And not the kind of pride that they want to do. It is genuinely befuddling how strange the internet can be.
Oh yeah, I have some genuinely good news for you two regarding Swish. From the data mines, the other Kanto starters and Mewtwo are in Sword and Shield.
'Cause it's the kind of pride that they want to do.
It is genuinely befuddling how strange the internet can be. Oh yeah, I have some genuinely good news for you two regarding Swish. From the data mines, the other Kanto starters and Mewtwo are in Sword and Shield.
Isn't, like, Zekrom and Reshiram also in there?
I think. So is Ultra Necrozma.
Garbodor.
Why? What is this?
What is what?
Jojo.
Okay, I was playing GTA Online earlier, and like, one guy said, "Oh, are you coming to attack me?" And I genuinely thought, and I was genuinely about to type, "Is that a JoJo reference?" Just to see if I could, like, stop the attack somehow. And I saw, like, okay, so one guy says, "Hey X, are you coming to attack me?" And immediately on the other side of the screen, I saw the message: X has equipped ballistic armor and a machine gun.
Oh boy.
It's like,
Are you approaching me? You're getting closer rather than running away.
I get closer to beat the shit out of you.
Then come as close as you like.
Ah, Dusknoir.
Are you seriously in the wild area right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Uh,
My Switch is busy charging.
by the way, the den you can find Dittos in the wild area.
Yes?
That's the only den you can find Dittos in, and they only appear in the rare ones.
Of course.
Because we need to do those more often. Gosh darn it, I want a 5-star Ditto. That and a G-Max Grimmsnarl. Just those two and I'll be happy.
By the way, the ball salesmen in the wild area.
Yes, they're extremely useful and I love them.
I maxed out on dusk balls from how many watts I had. Like, I've got 1,000 dusk balls now.
Jesus.
Literally 1,000?
999.
Jeez.
Like, literally, like, 10 raids or so is all you need to max that shit out, and you will just... You'll never need to spend money on Pokeballs again. And I'm saying Pokeballs because saying balls in the context of a Rule 34 stream is gonna be really fucking weird. God damn it, I said it again. Fuck, no. Ugh.
Not to mention you were saying the F word.
Technically, stream could also be pretty bad in this context.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and I'm not streaming either because we're recording this.
Yes.
Because,
Thank goodness for video editing.
Oh no.
Yay!
Oh no, these things go up raw. Damn it!
I was waiting for you to realize.
It took me a second.
Yeah. Podcasts are really long and hard to do.
We need an editor.
I can't afford one.
I could probably do it.
I'm still trying to put in an application to a fucking distribution center.
I mean, I know an editor, but I think they need to be in a much better position.
Yeah.
Before we can get their help.
Oh yeah. If I can get a new job where I'm trying to get one, money will no longer be an issue for me. I'll have to work 36 hours a week in 3 12-hour shifts, but I'll be making nearly $19 an hour.
I've started applying for jobs after college, hoping to get into like a QA entry-level position.
If you can't, try and go for like a distribution center or something, because you can make almost $20 an hour.
I'm working part-time and doing it safe. And then college.
Yeah, because...
From what my classmates have told me, that's a good idea.
It's what I should have done, but, fuck you,
because
sis.
a lot of my classmates changed their curriculum partway through, and I want to figure out what I want to go for before. You get my point.
Don't go to art school.
I'm sort of in art school. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, just don't go for graphic. Don't go for what I did though.
What'd you go for?
Graphic design.
Oh, I'm in game design, so I'm good.
I'm half tempted to go for pyrotechnics.
The thing about game design is
will expect it.
it covers like all sorts of things. It covers storytelling. It covers 3D art. It covers like programming. It covers like a ton of shit. So
Cryo.
It would be nice to just go to a class reunion and I'm a licensed pyrotechnic and pirate.
You know, I just remembered something.
Because it is possible to get a pirate's license.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to do that. But anyway, I just remembered something interesting, and it's probably going to be maybe the last thing we talk about. But you know how Disney makes their animators sign papers saying that anything they create is legally Disney's property?
You're gonna bring up Kim Possible, aren't you?
Disney has an entire vault of nothing.
Full of porn
that disgruntled animators made of all of their characters, stretching back as far as Beauty and the Beast, possibly even earlier. And there's some hardcore shit in there. Like, it is.
If we
I'm just trying to clear my mind of these images.
It's like, we can't make stuff, but we're sure as fuck gonna make you suffer.
Yeah, if you own everything we have, we're going to make you who regret it. Like, did you know that Nintendo bought the distribution rights to Mario porn just so that they could prevent people from making it?
Thank goodness.
And they did that.
Wish they do that to Pokemon.
Technically, Nintendo doesn't own Pokemon. Game Freak does.
Yeah, but you.
I thought it was the Pokemon company.
Nintendo just needs to buy them out. The game quality would increase further.
Nintendo can just take my money. They can just take it all. Just take
Meanwhile, Disney will have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Honestly, before the world ends, the world is going to be owned by two big companies, Nintendo and Disney. And they'll be fighting.
One we will give our money to willfully, the other one we will oppose totally. But then it's revealed that they were in an alliance the whole time.
No, that'd be nightmarish.
Yeah, but the sad thing is that that's the most plausible conclusion.
Fuck capitalism.
Yes.
Hashtag Yang Gang.
Have capitalism in the eye.
Rule 34 of capitalism.
Yes. Just capitalism personified in Rule 34.
Why does my mind come up with the most cursed shit? Anyway.
My brain immediately went to goddamn money bags.
Oh no.
Suffer.
Oh no.
Suffer.
Don't mind me, I'm just posing palette cleansers.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my brain. It's out of control. It's spitting Spyro porn at me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Dragons aren't supposed to bend that way, brain.
You're just fawning over it. Anyway.
Lesbians.
Yes.
In space. And I see Deoxys. Ugh, but...
Palette cleanser.
Thank you. Thank you, it's beautiful. My brain, it's slowing down now. Why does my brain...
Space lesbians cure everything.
Why does my brain hate everything? Why does my brain hate me?
I get the joke behind that, but I always get it.
I keep forgetting what the joke is.
Hugh Laurie.
What about the dome?
Oh, that's just part of the picture I found.
Because that is a shitty Photoshop.
I know, that's part of it.
Oy, caramba, all this.
However, I do have one last thing which I plan on ending the podcast on.
Okay.
One final concept. Lesbian space vampires.
You see, I came up with that fairly early in college, and then I did nothing with it. Like, I had the idea ready to go, but I did nothing with it, and it was a goddamn Steven Universe fanfic I came up with, and then I did nothing with.
Lesbian space vampires.
And I'm still salty at myself for just giving up on it. Because I really like those characters I came up with. But I think that is a good place to call the podcast recording for now. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
That reminds me of this one picture. It was how my dad fucked a space empire into the ground. Which, considering their rocks... Oh, God.
Getting their rocks.
God damn it! No!
Not even porgs are safe.
Oh, no. They're just puffins.
They're just bad stated puffins.
They're just... Why?
Not even porgs.
Not even Godzilla.
Oh, God.
The shit that
Why did we have to do this topic?
It was your idea!
Suffer!
You made this bed, now lie in it. But
well, that was the podcast. I'll see you all on Side after we're finished smashing.
Alright, I'm gonna hit... Okay, goodbye everyone, have a fantastic night, and we will see you next week.
Have a champion time.